Hello everybody, Conelanders here, and welcome back to the Conelanders League. It is now February, and the January Conelanders League is now complete. Our first month went pretty smoothly. We ended up having 96 people join, and I believe our highest attendance in a race was 76. I'm pulling that out of memory, but I believe that was the number, so pretty outstanding amount of people wanted to join in. It has been a lot of fun. It has gone very smoothly. Thank you everybody who joined in and basically just for making it a cool, fun, casual, enjoyable thing. On the Conelanders subreddit, I asked for some nominations, things that people noticed during the month that they think people should be awarded for. This is something I would like to see more of in the future, so as we go through the February Conelanders League, just keep things in mind. Like, you know, if something catches your eye, make a note of it, and we'll try and keep that as a backlog for the end of next month so I can give even more awards, but I have a few to give out here for this month. First up, we have the Mechanical Apathy Award, and this one goes to Powers2440, who, well, he does a pretty good job of demonstrating why.
The panic downshift was real there, but all I could find was neutral. I cannot find fourth from fifth. It's just not possible. I can't move. I seriously cannot move. What happens now? Just is gonna keep recovering me? I can't move my vehicle.
In this league, we have a lot of new people to sim racing, a lot of new people to dirt, and the spread of experience is very high. And it has been a lot of fun watching some of the people who are new to the game experience it for the first time, sometimes on camera. And one of them is getting the Sunday Drive Award for the performance in Sweden, and that goes to you, Toxin.
Left 4, right 2 through deck, don't cut, 40, left 3 over bump.
The next award is the Spirit of Racing Award, and this is something that is actually pretty common in all motorsports. It's something that is given out for big races or championships, things like that, for people who really just seem to embrace the spirit that is motorsports, the people that persevere through any kind of challenges or whatever and just make the most of it. And this one was nominated on the subreddit, and I already kind of had it in mind, and that one goes to Rebel Cowboy. On the opposite side of the token, the Spirit of Nebris Award goes to the person who is the most cheaty. Now, to be honest, I already knew this was going to happen. I have seen this happen in the past by this person. But Nemades, you did it again in Germany, and for that you get the Spirit of Nebris Award, which is basically the spirit of the cheater. The next award here, we will look at the points tally, and it will demonstrate to us what the Captain of Consistency means. This is an award I am so shallow that I'm going to give to myself, because in the events I managed to get 36, 34, 35, and 32 points, which means I finished pretty much in the same spot every time. The top two obviously did very well at that as well, with Raffle basically getting the same points every event. However, Comments also did really well, and it's even closer, 54 to a 57 spread, so very, very consistent. In the actual events, you're going to hear the same names a few times here. In Finland, Maestro got first, Rufflewolf got second, and Rob1005 got third. And just to check in, since it's the Conelanders, the Cone and Kurt Fan League, I'm going to give the positions for our rallies, and that would be 15th for me here and 26th for Kurt out of 59 competitors. Didn't really know what kind of spread of performance we would have in the league. I knew if Maestro was going to join that he would be very competitive, But luckily, even though in this first event it looked like he was going to run away with it, there is a lot more people here that have that kind of alien skill than I kind of anticipated. In Greece, it was once again Maestro, and then once again Rafflewolf in second, but in third this time was Sky Monkey, and for myself I finished in 17th place and Kurt in 35th. Greece is probably one of the toughest in my opinion. I was impressed by the lack of DNFs here. There was not as many as we had in Finland, so people started, coming around to it a little bit. And we had 71 compete here, so obviously after the first week, a lot of people joined on, so not everybody got to compete in the first week. Now we head to my favorite in Germany, where once again Maestro on top, and then once again Rafflewolf in second, but then we had, I don't know how to say this one either, but Gunses or Goomses in third place, and then in my typical consistent style, 16th place for me, 53rd for Kurt here. He definitely had some struggles. That is a pretty funny video if you're looking for a video to watch. 73 competed in Germany. Germany will probably be one that you'll see on the calendar pretty often because it's my favorite. And then we had the newest of the rally stages. Looks like we are not going to get any new rally locations, unfortunately, in the next update in April. So you'll be seeing a lot of these same ones over and over, but we'll try and shake it up every month and do different stages and just try some different things. But in Sweden, we had a new winner. The first to knock off the Maestro is, of course, Rafflewolf, who got first place. And then in second place, we had Oxy, a new name. And in third place, another new name, The Lost Soul. I came in 19th place, and Kurt had a very good performance. This was probably... I didn't watch enough of the videos towards the end to feel comfortable giving this award, but I think that was probably one of the most improved performances I have seen. So kudos to Kurt on that one, and 71 competed at Sweden. So what you are seeing here is the Conelanders League standings. This is something that I wanted to do to give everybody a fair chance of competing when we have upwards of 90 people joining in. Not everybody would get to compete if it was just the standard top 10 point standings. So this pays points to the top 50 and bonus points for people who podium at individual stages. So if you heard your name before, you got bonus points for getting on the podium in those stages. And that really did change up the point standings quite a bit. Because even though Maestro had 3 victories, Rafflewolf ends up winning the entire thing with a total of 274 points over 267. And then Comments comes in third place with, like I said, just a very consistent performance. For the record, Maestro actually would have won with the standard Dirt Rally points, with the top 10 only. So that is worth noting, but I think the Conelanders League standings, this format is probably what we're going to focus on the most. Personally, I brought it home in 16th place, so if you finished 1st through 15th, you get to say that you are faster than the Cone Dodger. And I am actually quite pleased with that, to be honest. That is higher than I think I expected to be. However, I did expect to have a little bit more variance here. I thought maybe in Germany, at least, I would, climb up a little bit higher than I did. So if I can keep that consistency but increase the pace a little bit, that would be a good thing. It's awesome now that I know so many names on here. A lot of you guys have been posting videos. And if you go to DJ or DJomp's channel, you will see that he has put together a playlist of everybody that does YouTube videos for Conelanders, or all the ones that you can find anyway, if you want to check out a bunch of people. I've been particularly impressed with We Can Game If We Want To and Sebi. They have very entertaining and commentary, style videos. It's very difficult to do. And then there's a lot of the quicker guys that you can see. Georgian posts his, and you can get some tips there, unless it's Germany. And yeah, there's just lots of people that are posting good videos. It's a good way to learn everybody that's in the league, and it's also a good way to learn how to get better at rally. Kurt ended up in 32nd place. Again, Germany's the one that really kind of hurt Kurt. That was a 0 points because you finished lower than 50th in that one. Other than that, it probably could have been a little bit higher. But with the performance in Sweden, I'm expecting some good things out of old Kurt. And I'm expecting to see some good things. I'm expecting to see a lot of changes in the next month as we switch to a different car. So for next month, we are going to be in the F2 kit cars, and there will be some changes coming for the way we have everything structured. Obviously, we're starting a week behind. It'll be starting on Monday of next week, so the February league will actually run into March, and that will probably mean that we will be a month behind, or a week behind in the coming months. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure out something to rebalance that, figure that out. But I do want to do another 4-week season this time around, and we will be at various different locations. I'm not going to reveal them just yet, but I'll definitely try and mix it up a little bit. Thankfully, there has been some updates to the league system, or some fixes to it mostly. We are going to go with event restarts next time, which means you don't get to restart individual stages, but if you say DNF, if you have one of those crazy incidents that takes you out of the rally, I want everybody to be able to compete and have fun, so you'll have the ability to start from the beginning, but that will kind of make the whole keep restarting the stage to do better thing not a valid option, because you could do great on 2 stages and then bad on the 3rd one, but then you would have to redo the first 2 in order to restart. So hopefully that will please everybody. I know it won't, because we're on the internet, but just keep in mind, this is all for fun. This is not for a prize. This is not for any kind of real talent measuring. We're just all having fun as a group, competing in some dirt rally. Owned vehicles will not be enabled, so everybody will be using equal vehicles. Career engineers will also not be enabled, but this time around, according to Dirt, they have given a better default crew, so you will have more than just one guy with a roll of duct tape, hopefully. And then vehicle tuning has been re-enabled, so we'll be able to do setups this time around, so that will be better. I will also be doing service stages at all of the stages. That was one thing that a lot of people seem to get frustrated with, and more than anything, I just wanted to be consistent. We'll start now doing service areas everywhere, but in the future we might go to the standard rally format of like after every 2nd stage. But there's plenty of time to experiment with this stuff and play around with it. There's a new option on here called checkpoint for stages. No idea what it means. I'm trying to get an answer on that. If I do get an answer on that, I will inform everybody on the subreddit, and I guess that will do it. So thank you everybody for competing this month. It's been a lot of fun. I will see you next week for the February Conelanders League. Good luck, everybody. Have fun.